Welcome to the Nintendo Show, Episode 11, our Game of the Year special. I'm your co-host, Devin Moon, and with me as always, my Guy of the Year, Trevor Payne. Trev!
Oh boy. Man,
Welcome
I'm so
back,
happy to get
sir.
that award. Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
This is the Game of the Year, man. This is the one. So
Dude,
it's going to be pretty
the
exciting.
one we've all been waiting for. Oh, I love Game of the Year talk. I'm really excited about this. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's way exciting. Okay, so Game of the Year, it's the most contentious season for some, where we dive into the deep end of the kiddie pool, swimming past the floating clumps of child feces to reach the pool toy at the bottom. That pool toy, Trev, is Game of the Year. That's what that pool toy is in this analogy.
Gross. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I wrote it up pretty late at night, so it is what it is. Game of the Year won't be all we're discussing. We will be giving our best indie title, visuals, soundtrack,
Very nice.
port, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch game, and finally the Game of the Year. So how it will work, each of us will bring 3 titles to each category to be brought for consideration. Those titles will then be eliminated one by one. Only one will be victorious, of course, and then we will try to be objective and fair as much as we can be, considering there's only 2 of us. Yeah, there's only 2 of us. There's no third party to be the judge here, so we're going to try our best.
Well, you know what? The other thing is, though, Dev, this is our Game of the Year, the Nintendo Show Game of the Year. So you know what? It might be different than others, and this is not like the definitive, but this is the definitive for us in our show.
Yeah, this is our thing, y'all. So there it is. But if it does get a little heated and there's like, we can't decide between the two of us.
We might not be friends after this.
We might not be. But if it does get to that point, Trev, we asked fans on the Facebook page to give us their answers on these categories. So they'll be the tiebreaker and they will choose the victor if it comes to that point. If it gets to that point, you guys will swoop in and save our lives.
That's right.
Maybe
we need a third person to like break the tie. Hey, we got this though. We'll figure it out.
We'll do this.
Yeah.
You guys will be our third party for now.
There we go. We go.
We need is you.
Before we dive in though, you know what? Last show was awesome. Thanks for we're getting some extra help, some extra love, Yeah,
definitely. So, thank you, Mexico, for helping out. It was always a pleasure to be with my Mex.
He's a rock star. That's awesome.
So if you have any questions, any concerns, any comments, anything, go to the podcast at nintendoshow.com. Make your comments on the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups, the Nintendo Show, like no one did yet. We do have a couple of different comments and questions spread a little bit intermixed between our little argumentiveness. It'll spruce things up a little bit here and there, hopefully. So thank you guys for giving us those questions and comments like usual. Appreciated. First, number 1 on the list. Best indie title on the Nintendo Switch. Trev, what is number 1, man? What is the king of the indies? You, my friend, can start this one. I will start the next one. Just one title, and then I will follow. What is the one you're gonna do?
Just throw one out, right? That's kind of what we're gonna do here
for now.
All right. Okay, this is definitely for me going to be Cadence of Hyrule.
Okay, Cadence of Hyrule. It's a good one. Give me the reasoning for Cadence of Hyrule. Give it the old college try.
Okay. Oh, all right. Here we go. Let me stretch real quick.
Yep.
All right.
Stretch your brain. No, let's get going.
Cadence of Hyrule. So, if you haven't played this game, it looks like the old school, style on Super Nintendo Zelda games, like Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, and all that good stuff. And it has this awesome art style. It's beautiful. But then the part about this game that I love is that it's a rhythm game.
Yes.
So it doesn't have there's going to be this awesome music, and it's a lot of cool remixed Zelda music, and you have to be like moving to the beat and attacking to the beat. The enemies move with the beat as well. And it is just super creative and cool. And I love that idea. And the other reason why I love this one so much is that it's an indie game that Nintendo let have access to the Zelda intellectual property and to do something cool and unique. And the thing is too, like thinking of it as like a rhythm kind of music game, you're like, I don't know if I'm going to like this, because it's not Zelda, but it is totally that 2D Zelda. And it is honestly, it's one of my favorite games this year, and it was such a cool surprise that came out of nowhere. Like that was so cool to get that, like whatever teaser trailer during that direct. Was so cool.
Yeah.
So for me, it's going to be, the gameplay is fantastic. The art is just beautiful. The music is superb. This game is the best indie game.
The full package, you say? The
full package. I didn't say that. You said it. But
no, that's a good point.
But you know what? I'm going to second it. I'm going to second it.
Yeah, okay. Sheesh.
All right. Dev, what's yours? What's your go-to?
This is like a late bloomer for me. I just barely finished this game. Katana Zero is amazing.
Oh, so yes. Coming in late to this. Super cool.
Yeah, coming in late to this. Really enjoyed this game. Amazing music. Probably some of the best music also this year. Up there with Cadence of Hyrule, I think.
It's really good.
I think the animation that is done through these little pixels and stuff is really good. Like the drinking and the whole like opening doors and all this stuff, just really beautifully animated. Fun gameplay. Just one of those like beat a room kind of games, similar to Celeste or whatever. But this one, I like the conceit of it, like the idea of this samurai that is seeing his death before it happens kind of thing. So it kind of fits into what we always do in video games, which is die over and over again, but making it like realistic in this world. I think the story is a little fun, kind of ends on a cliffhanger, but other than that, I really enjoyed this game. One of my favorites. And I think a pretty close for me to Cadence of Hyrule territory. So that would be one that I would put up for. All right, your next one.
That is
Trev.
a great one. You know what? That is a really good one. Why didn't we not put that on the list? Because that is fantastic. I forgot about that game,
but apparently I didn't.
Okay,
yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. I would say my next one that I really love is Ben, I'm torn, but I'm going to say Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. So again, this was a game that originally came out on Xbox, and fantastic game. So it's a side scroll platformer. The art is all like hand drawn looking, and it's amazingly beautiful and atmospheric. And it has some emotion to it. I think that's the other thing I really like is it kicks off with like a gut punch. Yeah. And you just like, you get them feels, like I felt like the water tearing up in my eye ducts. I was ready to start crying. But besides that, the gameplay is really good. Like the platforming feels solid, and you'll upgrade your character and get new moves and abilities, things like that. And it reminds me a lot of like Metroid. So I guess that good old saying Metroidvania or whatever we want to call it. But it was really fun. I enjoyed it, and I love that it came to Switch, even though I know this is kind of technically an older game, but it's new to people that have only played on a Nintendo platform. Exactly. So it is super good. This game is just phenomenal, and it's beautiful, and it's adorable. I love it.
No, yeah, it's really good. Actually, I would also put it on my list, but that's not how we're playing. It's an excellent, excellent choice, Trav. You got two beauties on your list, man. I'm loving them. Indies was great this freaking year for the Switch. Indies have been
amazing.
It's crazy.
God, Nintendo, the new home for indies.
Yeah, seriously. Here's a little guy. That's not little at all. Okay. Tetris 99. I played the crap out of this game. Who thought that Battle Royale and Tetris could make a baby? And a beautiful baby at that. But at Tetris 99, the music of Tetris is always good. The gameplay of Tetris is probably one of the best games ever as far as gameplay, puzzle games especially goes.
You can't stands the test of time.
Yeah, you can't really lose with Tetris, but I think the added playing with everyone online, and that the online works well, like it never falters. It's pretty amazing. And now you have all these little you got your Zelda that you have on there, and your Mario themes and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of cool. Right. I really enjoyed this game. It was really good.
I think it's phenomenal. Dev, this was actually going to be mine as well that I was going to pick next. So I don't know. Do you want me to pick another, or can I root for this one as well?
Yeah, let's do one more. Just you pick another, and then I'll pick another, just so people can be like, "Hey, these games are good." You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll get to it.
I dig it.
All right.
Sweet. All right. So my next one, if it's not going to be Tetris 99, is going to be Wargroove.
Yeah, dude.
So Wargroove is really cool. So Wargroove, if you've ever played, for those that haven't played this style or played this game at all, it reminds me of, what's that game on Game Boy Advance? Advance Wars. So it's basically, it's a strategy game where you are top down looking at the map, and you control the characters, tell them where to move and attack and all this stuff. And it has beautiful animation. I like the online stuff. So surprisingly, the online stuff works really well, battling against other players. There's this whole create a map element to it where, you can create a map and play with other people on it, which is awesome. I believe it also has cross-platform play with PC, and I like this game a lot. I like turn-based strategy games. I like when you go into move your character and attack the enemy. Like, it has this really cool old school kind of animation, just like those oh man, I'm having the hard time. What? I just said the name of it.
The
Advance Wars.
Advance Wars, yeah.
Honestly, this reminds me of exactly that game, but this one isn't modern day. It is kind of more knights and swords and stuff like that, which is really cool.
Yeah, the fantasy more than the realism.
Yeah, more fantasy. Yep. It's great.
Wargroove is awesome. Yeah, I played a little bit of it today just to kind of get an idea of what Wargroove was. I knew it was like an Advanced War-like, but playing it, I really enjoyed it. I've never played Advanced Wars. I knew it was similar to Fire Emblem and that kind of strategy type game, but it's a little more different. It has some elements of StarCraft where you are grabbing bases and things like that. Right. Excellent choice. Yeah, for sure should be on the list. That's true. I'm going to go with my last one. Oh, dude, there's a lot of good ones. I haven't played the Slay the Spire. I know everyone is loving that game.
People have gone crazy about that. Yeah. I also haven't. So I feel bad. Like,
I feel bad about it.
We can't play everything. This obviously isn't our job. So this is, again, going to be our top because of what we were able to play this year.
So honorable mention probably to that game. I'm going to say Killer Queen Black is one of my favorite multiplayer games this year.
Cool.
It's a different type of game. It's a strategy, fighting, multiplayer game. It's very cool. I think everyone should go check out this game, especially if you're into games like Towerfall. Very similar to Towerfall in a lot of ways, but has a lot more elements added in there to make it a little more interesting in some ways. I feel like you have to pay attention to a slug going slowly across the field and getting to a goal line.
There's a lot to keep an eye on, and
so I would definitely put it on the list. So
cool.
Those are our 3 each. That's our 6. Those are all good. There's other games out there we all know, like we said, Slay the Spire. There's other ones that we missed, but out of all those, what are we gonna put on the chopping block first? What are we lose?
It might break your heart, but I think we need to chop Killer Queen. I don't think it can hold up against some of the others.
I don't think so either. I did enjoy the game, but I don't think I'm going to hold any battle for that one. So I'm fine with that.
Okay. The other one I think I would remove is Wargroove. I like that game a lot, but I don't think it's going to be my top.
Yeah, it wouldn't be my top either. It's good, but not up there. To me, Tetris 99 is, oh man. I really like Tetris 99. This is where it gets hard. Yeah, this is when it's going to get sad. So here's my thing. I'm like, I think really, to be honest, I think Ori and the Blind Forest was one of my favorite games this year.
Okay.
Because I played it this year, and Cadence of Hyrule. So I would think those two, which were both on your list.
Yes.
I think I might go with those. However, I feel like the problem with Ori is that it had its time to shine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It had its day in the sun. Yeah.
It absolutely did. And I like, as amazing as it is, and it is a new game to Nintendo players, it's been around. It's old news. And Cadence of Hyrule is, for me, it's more, I don't know, it's just something that came out of left field that I wasn't even prepared for. And things like that just make the year so exciting to see games that are so creative and different to come forward, and then not only be different just for difference sake, but actually being good too, which is incredible. So for me, I mean, number one is going to be Cadence, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, my dude?
Yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna go with Cadence. Tetris
Oh, shoot.
99 is pulling in my heartstrings, man. It's pulling
Okay.
out the heartstrings. And Katana Zero was. And by the way, I know Katana Zero got thrown under the bus just barely.
Oh, no.
We haven't talked about
I totally
it.
forgot about it. It's because it's not on our list.
But yeah, I know. But it's really good. Okay. It's down to Cadence of Hyrule and Katana Zero and Tetris 99. Those three. Or in the Blind Forest, a better game probably than all of those because it's a Metroidvania, probably one of the best Metroidvanias in the last couple of years. But guys, old news. We got to get in the new stuff. So are we going to be like best game, or are we going to be doing like first, second, third?
Let's do first, second, third. Let's do best game and 2 runners up.
Okay, sounds good. Best game.
I'm going to say Cadence.
Just spit it out. Okay.
And I'm going to say definitely Katana Zero, because that game I had so much fun with as a runner up.
And 3, Tetris 99?
Yeah. I like it. Let's do Cadence of Hyrule first, and then the other 2 are runners up.
Okay, beauty. That is it.
Love it.
For the indies. Thank you, indies, for honestly too many good ones. Like that might have been the harder category I think that we'll be going through.
Well, I think we're going to keep having this problem with the indies just because there's so many cool ones. Every year there's so many. And I love that they are cheap, but they're not, they're not cheap games. They're great.
No, and just the creativity it's outstanding. So thank you guys for all your hard work this year. You made it great for the Switch. Ready Player Yan asks, a couple of episodes back, you guys said you would reward Sakurai, the creator of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, your Game Director of the Year award. Since award season at Nintendo Show, are you guys going to stick to your word by giving Sakurai the coveted Nintendo Show award? Ready Player Yan, yes. There is only one person that is in our director portion, and he is the winner. Cheers to you, Mr. Sakurai. Cheers to you. And
I love it.
Screw the Game Awards for missing you. You know what I'm saying? We're always here for you.
At least he got an award from the Nintendo Show. You know what I mean?
Nintendo Show. I mean, it's the only award you need.
We need to send the winners like a notice that they won our award.
We got to find their addresses and send them.
And then we'll mail them something.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
I'm like, who are these people?
Get our tin gum awards out to people. I think this is great news.
I like it. I respect it.
Let's look it up. Number 2, best port for the Nintendo Switch. All right,
man,
Trev.
and there's so many.
And they're good ones. They're actually good ports this year. So I will start this time.
Hey, go for it, my dude.
The Witcher 3. I think The Witcher 3 is an old game, yes, but as a port, an excellent port. Amazing that this game is running on the Switch at all. It is it's insane. It boggles the mind, and it twists the brain into strangeness. It is amazing that this game exists at all on the Switch. Everyone is blown away by it. It looks pretty good still. It has that haze. It's got that little blurriness here and there. But, I mean, overall, it's when you have it on that tiny screen, you tell me. It looks amazing. Yeah. Come on, people.
No, it still looks really good. It still looks really good. Obviously, it doesn't look like the PC version, but it looks so good on that little handheld. And the fact that it runs without a hitch, like it really runs well. I was surprised that they're able to get that game to run on the Nintendo Switch. That was really cool.
Yeah, so that would be mine. Cool. There you go.
I like it. Okay, mine to throw into the ring. In this corner, just kidding, are we to do that? Yeah. So I want to nominate Dragon Quest 11 S for the Switch. It is awesome. That game on PlayStation was phenomenal, and I think it's better on Switch. They were able to add additional music options where it wasn't all synthesized music. It was orchestral, and it was. I thought that was really cool. They had this other mode where when you go to like the church to save your game or whatever you do, you can switch it to this 8-bit old school over the top kind of old school Final Fantasy Dragon Quest mode, where you can play the whole game that way. So if you wanted to play it like an old school retro RPG, you totally can. I feel like it ports really well from a more powerful machine to something like the Switch, because even though they like the draw distance isn't as good and things like that, it still holds up and looks great. Like it looks so good, and the gameplay is fun. Like it is, and it tells a cool story. And I am almost done with it. This has been the game this year that I feel like I've just sunken my time into.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Fantastic game. And the fact, again, like we talked about, they're able to bring a game and make it better is just awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Just the adding of music alone, I knew was a big deal for people, because the other one wasn't orchestrated at all. And just the 2D sprite work on top of like an already made game. Crazy cool, strange, but awesome. Neat. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
The other one, my second choice, is going to be Alien Isolation. I played this on the Switch recently. I think
Did you really?
Yes. And I think, dude, this game looks amazing on this freaking console. It is amazing that it looks this good. The art style, the lighting, like when you compare this.
Oh, the lighting is so cool, isn't it?
Dude, when you compare this to like PlayStation 4 and stuff, it is almost identical. That's like how good this port is.
It looks that good, huh?
It does look that good.
That makes me so happy, because this is one I played back in the day. I want to go back into it. And man, there's moments of that game that just stressed me out, and I kind of want to dive back in.
Yeah, I'm excited. I've been enjoying it so far. I think the story is interesting so far. I don't know where it will go. Like as a game, I don't know so much, but as a port, like as what it is, like what they bring to it, I think they did a great job. The port company house who did this, way to go. Great work. Like Digital Foundry did a thing on this specific port.
Oh, cool.
And they were impressed. And I am also. It's pretty amazing what they did. So Alien Isolation, as far as ports go, beauty
awesome
work.
So cool. All righty.
Number 2, Trev.
My next one is going to be Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch.
Yeah. Trev, so you're sticking with an art style here and a Japanese aesthetic. I'm digging it.
Well, I think you know what I love, and so I think obviously this is kind of the direction. Like to have both of these games come to the Switch this year was so cool, some of my most anticipated, because I love these games. I love Japanese role-playing games. Yeah. The story that they tell, the art style. So first of all, Ni no Kuni is the art, the animation was done by Studio. Is it pronounced Ghibli or Ghibli or?
Yeah, it's one of them. I think it was Ghibli, but it could be Ghibli.
That make all those awesome movies.
Yeah, you all know. Cat
you
buses.
Guys know.
Come on.
So with Studio Jingleheimer, they do the animation.
They do the art style.
If you like that style, like they have these amazing cutscenes that make you feel like you're watching this amazing animated movie, and the gameplay is super fun. You're going around, you're battling, you catch. It's almost like you're playing Pokemon. You're catching these familiars that you send into battle. It's beautiful, and the story is amazing. It's a little kiddie when it comes to story, but honestly, sometimes I'm okay with that. Like the fact that it's not crazy deep, but it is this cool fantasy on a cool adventure, and there's moments that made me laugh, moments that made me tear up and cry, all that good stuff. Love me some Ni no Kuni. A good old Ninu Nana.
Yep, good. Get them feels on, Nino Nana. For me, the next and last, or the third for me, will be Ori and the Blind Forest. I think Ori and the Blind Forest was an excellent port. It runs at 60. Yes. It's identical basically to the port to the Xbox One, which is awesome. I think a lot of people didn't think that could be ported over to an identical look to the 60 frames. They probably were thinking it would go down to the 30, but no, it's identical. It looks amazing. That game, again, it's an art style that is hard to beat. One of the best looking ones for a while now. Just that hand-drawn animation, very beautiful game. So Ori and the Blind
Yep.
Forest. We've talked it up. You know, come on.
You guys know what this is all about.
Yeah. So number 3, Trev.
All right. Number 3 for me is going to be Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition.
Yeah.
So have you played this game before, Deb?
I haven't, but I want to. It's on my list of things to get. Yeah.
It's amazing. I've been playing it on Steam, so on PC. Yeah. And the fact that Steam has cross save with the Switch version. So when I'm at home, I will play this game on my PC because obviously it looks way better. But then when I want to go kick back on the couch, or I go on a trip, or I'm at work after a lunch break, or whatever it is, I have my save right there on my Switch. And the fact that they had that done is awesome. And the fact that the game is completely equal, like between PC and Switch. So there's no like limitations as far as like, oh, you can't do these certain things in this game on the handheld version. Now, graphically, it does look a lot worse, but it runs really well. Like they did an amazing job porting it. I remember listening to, I can't remember what podcast it was, but the developer was talking about how they thought it was impossible to port this game. At first, it was just kind of a fun little side project that they were just tinkering around with. And then finally they got it to work and they're like, whoa, we did it, you know? And so they really committed to it and they did a great job with this port. It is super fun. It's again, over the head looking RPG that you're taking turns choosing your actions and things like that. And it's super deep. The story is incredible. There's characters that you could have in your party that you could totally miss and never have them in your party. Wow. The role playing in it is incredible, and it has amazing multiplayer where you can play with friends through the whole game, and so you can have your friends in your party. Love this game.
Yeah, it looks amazing. It's definitely been on my list of games to check out. It's got excellent reviews everywhere. And this version on the Switch, yes, lower visually, but out of all the games that we've like announced, it is one of the more new ones. I think it was only, what is it, like 2 years, maybe a year old, while Alien Isolation is, 8 years old? Right. Witcher 3 is like 5. Dragon Quest, it's newer, but it's, again, that animation art style is a little different than this more realistic art style of Divinity. An excellent port, a great job for them. So heck yeah,
love
man.
it.
Okay, who we cut it off? Who we
this one sucks because like there's so many great ports. Like I don't know. All right, I would say
just get them gloves off. Let's just
so I feel
smacking these mothers.
There's certain get out of here. I think we need to cut Witcher 3. No, I'm just kidding. Whoa, no, whoa.
whoa.
Hey, we need to we first need to say that our Nintendo choice, our Facebook group choice was Dragon Quest 11 and Witcher 3 were the top three.
So it was a tie. So if it's between you and me on the same games, we're gonna have a real issue, aren't we?
We're gonna have to call. We're gonna have to phone a friend.
Yeah, we're gonna have to phone a friend.
Okay, I say we cut. As much as I love this game and I'm so happy that it's on the Switch, I think we cut Ni no Kuni. That hurts my soul to do that.
No,
I feel like you can't go to bat for it enough to like put your stamp of approval. So I feel like that one needs to get cut. I'm okay with that.
I think so too. And I don't know so much about the port on the Switch on that one. That's my only thing with Ni no Kuni. I wasn't sure if it was excellent. Okay, it was good.
It's excellent.
Okay, listen, I trust you, but do I trust you? No, just kidding.
No, you don't. You don't.
Because we're at battle.
I'm a little biased.
We're on the battlegrounds.
I have. All my investments are in Ni no Kuni.
Here's another one I must say, and it's another one of yours. Divinity Original Sin 2.
Oh, you mother!
Now listen, just because you talked about, just because you said something specific, that it looked a little worse, and probably, and I would say it probably runs a little worse. Yes.
No, it runs really well. It looks worse, but like we could say that about every single
not Alien Isolation or Ori and the Blind Forest.
Dude, there's no way Alien Isolation looks that good. Like I am now going off of your word. There's no way.
Trust me.
Are you for real?
You go look it up on YouTube right now. It'll blow your brains out. Okay, I'm just joking. Right. You don't have to. But
no, okay. I'll get to it tonight. All right. Fine. I eliminated. There you go. Are you happy, Devin?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you happy?
I'm sorry. No, I'm not happy.
Do you feel good?
and I don't feel good. It's getting
Come
bad
at me,
in
bro.
here.
Okay, all right. So now, all right, let's run down the list real quick. So we still have Dragon Quest, we have Witcher,
Yeah.
Ori the Blind Forest, and Alien. So we need
Now,
to eliminate one more
one of these,
and then
one of these.
pick our
Yeah.
top.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I think...
Hachi Machi.
I think...
I think we might be on the same page. What are you thinking? Just say it. Just say it out loud.
Should it be Alien or should it be Ori?
I think we need to take off Ori. I know that sounds like a travesty.
It's just a little easier of a port, it feels to me. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
It seems a little easier.
So I think the spirit of this category isn't necessarily like 100%. Is it like the quality of the port work?
I think
is
that's
that what
I think that's what we need to figure out. Are we going for quality, or are we going? Because when we get into the Dragon
the fact
Quest
that they got an awesome game,
yes,
over.
That's my thing. Is because when we get into Dragon Quest territory, it's going to be interesting because that game adds things. Which means
it's not only just
game.
A competent port,
but it's more than that.
Went above and beyond. Like, yeah.
So here's my thing. Ori, I think, is just easier in my brain. Is it logically easier? Maybe not. I don't know anything about making games. But it's a 2D
armchair game developers.
Yeah. Yes, it's very pretty, but guess what? So is, I don't know, several indie games that are on the Switch right now, and they run just fine. So I think, to me, not as hard of a port than Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation older, but it almost is right there, man. Like, I'm not kidding. It is right there with the PlayStation 4. And in some ways, it's even clearer because they added some different ways of making the game better. So all right, let's cut Ori. I feel good. I'm feeling good about that. Even though, hey, Ori's amazing. Really I think we've talked about it multiple times throughout, the last couple of months. I just feel like we have to say it over and over again so you all believe us. Listen, it's a great game.
Yeah, so we don't get yelled at.
Stop yelling amazing. At us. It's amazing.
Honestly, any of these games that we've talked about are incredible. So the fact that they got the Nintendo Show nomination is, I think, honor enough. You know what I mean?
Be proud and be honored. All right, Trev. Here's the deal, man. Number one. Oh, boy. It's in my head. You say it with me now. Dragon Quest
11 Switch.
I mean, we didn't say it together, but right?
All right. 1, 2, 3. Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh, fudge. We're not good at this.
Apparently, we need to have a camera so we can see each other's face. It's really hard.
Yes. No, definitely. I think for me, Dragon Quest 11, how are you feeling on this, homie?
No, I'm totally down with it just because, like we said, it not only does a great port job, it adds. Where I think Witcher 3 and Alien Isolation doesn't add as much. They do add the content, like downloadable content later on. Yeah,
like the DLC and stuff like that, which is awesome.
But that belonged in the other games too. So I didn't add anything new. These were all new features for Dragon Quest 11S, and I think that's the one. Your name is outrageous, by the way. It's too long.
Okay,
I don't
say
even
the
want
whole
to fit
thing.
it.
It's like Dragon Quest 11
S. Something, because it has a title after that. Age of something, right? Age of Astoria Definitive Edition or something insane like that. Where is it? Look it up, Trev.
I'm working on it.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh, because it is definitely a name. Oh, I feel like we need to know it. Oh, okay, here.
There it is.
Dragon Quest 11S.
Yes.
Colon. Echoes of an Elusive Age.
There it is.
Definitive Edition. Yeah, so
it's too long.
All right. Dragon Quest 11S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition is our number one for best port to the Nintendo Switch. With number follow-up, with not number two. Not number two. Follow up, because I feel like we don't want to upset anybody.
Don't want to.
The Witcher 3
things. Yeah, Witcher 3,
which is again amazing, and Alien Isolation. And to hear you talk about it makes me so excited to go pick that game up. That's crazy.
Grab it, everybody. Go grab that thing. If you haven't played it yet, go grab it. And if you have, go grab it again because we're insane over here.
Go grab it.
All right, number 3, man.
All right, G-Unit.
Parties in the club. best music.
All right.
Best soundtrack for the Switch is our number 3.
Oh man!
All right, man. It's your turn to go
I'm
first.
excited.
It's your turn to go first. Start us off.
Yeah, I think you already know. All right, this is easy. So, best music / soundtrack for the Nintendo Switch. My first one to throw into the ring is the Cadence of Hyrule, and again, this is our our listeners' choice that on the polls that you put on the Facebook group.
Cheers
and
to you
I
all.
agree with them.
Yep. I think it's also very excellent, and I would also put it on my list. But that's not how this works. So here we go. I'm going to put on. I'm going to do Katana Zero as my first. I think that music impressed me the most.
Good tunes, dude.
Yeah, it has some good electronica, very Blade Runner-esque, very cyberpunk land. Beautiful stuff. If you're into that kind of jazz and pumping beats, electronic style, Katana Zero. There it is.
Cool.
Number 2 for you, Trev.
Dragon Quest XI. The music, not only can you switch it on the fly from what it originally released with, which was like this kind of more synthetic sound, and then with the new upgraded stuff for specifically solely to the Switch, mind you. PlayStation 4 and PC did not get this update, but it's all orchestral and it sounds amazing. And there's something about when you are running in the overworld and you just have this, it's cheerful, it's very cheerful music, and it makes me smile, dude. So that is going to be, again, I'm hyping this game.
Dude, yeah, it's really good. Love the music that I listened to because I wanted to check it out, and I was like, oh, yeah, these orchestrated songs are beautiful. Excellent stuff.
Yeah, they do. It's amazing.
Link's Awakening. That's my number 2. Link's Awakening. Every Zelda game has amazing music because Cadence of Hyrule obviously was put on there. Link's Awakening has a different soundtrack. There is a lot of new stuff in this soundtrack.
Yes,
there are some oldies,
it's awesome,
but it's a lot of new stuff, and it's really good. And like the main is it Mara? I think it's Mara, right? Or Mara, one of the main girl chick, her tune, the singing to the great fish in the sea. Oh,
that's right.
God, some heartbreaking, beautiful music. It's really good. Link's Awakening. Come on. All right, Trev.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Okay. Oh, man. Last, I'm going to say, we know we talked about it a couple shows ago, the Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think that they did an amazing job, whether it's remakes of old songs that were on the old school Game Boy games or brand new ones. I think that they did an amazing job with the sound. It adds to the game. So not only is it just great music, it really kind of pulls you in and captures you a little bit more. So I think it's great.
I think so too. And just some honorable mentions. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Didn't play it. Hear it's like 2 hours long. I hear it's like basically a Japanese soundtrack. So if you're into that kind of stuff,
it's got a lot of like kind of J-pop kind of stuff.
J-pop stuff. Yep. So if you're into that kind of thing, apparently really good music there. I'm gonna hit from the side. I'm gonna go weird. I did some Ape Out today. Ape Out's going to be on this bad boy. What's interesting about Ape Out? What's interesting about Ape Out is that it has the tune play with your beating. When you're throwing the people turn into blood bags, you get a little drum action, a little bit of a bang and a boom. It's like jazz, baby. You're making the music with the monkey. It's beautiful stuff. Ape Out, guys.
So with the character,
really
I agree. I think
really
that
good.
one is really unique, and again, adds to the gameplay. Like it adds more impact to what you're doing in the game, which is neat. I like it. Good choice.
Okay, man.
Let's run it down. So real quick, we got Cadence, we got Pokemon, we got Link's Awakening, Ape Out, Katana Zero, and Dragon Quest XI.
Yeah.
So who are we going to start chopping?
Let's get rid of. I'm going to say we have to get rid of Ape Out. I know I just put it on there, but I think Ape Out should go.
He showed up for the party. He made it to the party, walks in the door, and then he got kicked out.
Yeah, he's like,
sorry, buddy.
Sorry, bud. Did we send that invite to you? Forgot.
Yeah. That was just to be nice. You
this is
really
awkward. I didn't think you were going to come to the party. You don't know anyone here. Another one. Awesome. What? Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't know if it's
as much as I love it. I don't think it hangs with these others.
Yeah,
I think as much as hey, this is what top 5 at the top 5. Like 5, that's awesome. Good job. You guys did a great job. But I agree. let's take Pokemon off. I don't think it's gonna hang with these other homies.
No, I don't think so either.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Are we missing something? What are we missing, man? Speak to me. Speak truth.
This is another thing that I think we need to do some fact checking.
All right.
When did the Messenger come out?
Oh, you're right. No, that was last year.
Oh, man, I keep doing this to you. I'm sorry.
But they have though. Oh man, I'm sorry. I did Messenger, and guess what? It went to Facebook Messenger. All right, the Messenger came out
Switch
2018. Yeah,
on the Switch.
Yeah, I think so. They do have the Island one that came out, I think, this year. Oh, hold on. No, August 2018 on the Switch, March 2010 on PlayStation. Okay,
perfect.
So,
okay, good. Whew.
Yeah,
sorry to do that to you.
Sorry,
Doug.
You're right. It's all good. I'm gonna say 2 Zeldas. That seems like a lot, but which one's better?
Amazing sound, but I would say Cadence. It's more unique. It's part of the actual gameplay.
That's a good point.
And I think that is really neat. Even though I feel like Link's Awakening, playing through that this year, the music was really cool.
It was one of the highlights of that game.
Right? Dang it. Yeah. Then I don't know. I don't know if we can.
But dude, we are already Zelda fanboys. I feel like it's a bad thing to have 2 Zeldas on the list. So if we're going down to 3,
hey, if we're Zelda fanboys, this is our show. This is our game award. Point.
You will shut your lips right now. It's gonna happen. You say one word, we'll put 2 Zeldas on this list. We'll do it.
Yeah. We'll throw Ocarina of Time on there. I don't care.
I don't care. Bring it on. Bring it forth.
Okay. So, all right. Maybe we should eliminate one.
Yeah, we probably should. I think Link's Awakening out of those 2 would be.
Even though I think it's amazing, but do you want to eliminate Link's Awakening?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's really good, but cool. I think Cadence, just adding it with the gameplay kind of and it's just it was done by someone else. It's someone else took the Zelda tunes and reworked them, and they did a great job. So I think that will probably be in there. All right, number 1.
Commend the crap out of the game.
Yeah,
all right,
dude.
Number 1 is for me again, Cadence of Hyrule.
Winner.
How do you feel about it? Do you feel good about putting Cadence as number 1?
I think so. Let's just pop that bad boy right on the top. And runners up, Katana Zero and Dragon Quest 11S. Although I think we can probably flip flop those, but both runners up. So
no, Katana Zero. I don't think we've said enough about the music. It really is. It is amazing. So it deserves to be there. So it definitely hangs with these others.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Run and Gun 33 asks, Nintendo is known to bring at least 2 surprise games to the Game Awards each year. What 2 surprises do you want and expect to see this year at the Game Awards? What are we thinking? Is there something?
I expect them to. Okay, is this like pie in the sky? This is what I want, or is this what we're we think? Okay,
whatever you want. For me, here's one we know, or I think we should know, is that Smash Brothers will probably be.
Yeah, we'll get a new fighter.
Show a new character.
We'll get a new fighter announced. I think that's going to be the more realistic of what will happen.
Yeah. The other one, pie in the sky, I would like to see Breath of the Wild 2 there. I think that would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be so cool?
Yeah. I think there has been several times that Breath of the Wild was shown at the Game Awards before, and I don't think it's out of the ballpark to be there. So it's a possibility. I don't know if it will happen, but I could see it happening. So
I think so because my gut is telling me that game is coming out next year, and I think they're going to start showing it. So I think that's what's going to happen. This is my weird pie in the sky. What I want them to announce, I want them to be like, "Yo, we got a pro version of the Nintendo Switch coming out. It's got like two NVIDIA Tegra whatevers in there, and it makes breakfast and do your laundry. That's what I want. Yeah, no, I would love to see like a beefed up version of the Switch.
Okay. Cool. That'd be sick.
And then also, okay, here's another one. Man, I think we're spending too much time on this. The next one that I really want, I want them to announce Game Boy Advance games coming to the Nintendo Online stuff. So that way we can get those Game Boy Advance games, have them portable, have them digitally on your Switch. I think sounds so freaking cool.
Yep.
That would be
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
What a weird announcement for a game show, though.
Very strange. Probably won't happen. Another one that I was thinking, Bayonetta 3 might show up because they did.
You know what? They've been working on that.
Yeah, and they did appear at the Game Awards a while back. The Nintendo seemed to like to bookend, like put things together. So like would show something at the Game Awards and then show it again at that same party again. So I feel like this is a possibility that Bayonetta 3 is shown. I also have a strange suspicion that it's a big game, that whatever Nintendo is showing is two big things, that it might be a Metroid thing as well. Maybe a 2D Metroid. Super Metroid type of thing.
Maybe they're bringing, that Metroid game on the 3DS that came out last year or 2 years ago or whatever. Maybe they have an updated port or something. Yeah, or maybe just like a completely new 2D thing that they're doing just for the Switch. I'm not sure, but what I know is that PlayStation is doing their little direct before the Game Awards, which makes me wonder if someone's coming to play, if Microsoft's coming to play, or if Nintendo's coming to play, because Sony might be a little freaky Friday on that one. Yeah, so, Sony might not be there because they're doing their own state of play. So maybe.
So I wonder if they're trying to, they're reading the tea leaves and they're like, we got to get ahead of these bad boys.
Love it.
So interesting stuff. I'm excited for it. Come on, give me some good news. All right, number 4, best visuals on the Nintendo Switch.
Okay, kick us off.
Let's go with... I think I'm going to go with Link's Awakening is one of my highlights. I think it's an interesting art style. I think it's very, very pretty game. Big fan of what it looks like, and I just like that tilt shift look, like the little, like it looks like you're playing with toys kind of thing.
It really does. It's really adorable.
Cute. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. So Link's Awakening.
That's a good one.
Style. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to say Ori and the Blind Forest, which was also our listener's choice.
Yeah, and a very good choice. Like, honestly, Ori and the Blind Forest, amazing looking game.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, that hand-painted look is, oof. If you have not seen it, just go watch some YouTube videos on this game. Like, it really is beautiful.
Yeah, and watching it in emotion too, just the 60 frames as you really like see the fluidity.
Smooth.
Yeah, very nice.
Great. They did a great job with it.
Yeah. Luigi's Mansion 3, that's my number 2. Love obviously it is very Mario game-esque, right? You're not surprised by what Mario and Luigi look like nowadays, but I think what Luigi's Mansion does really well is that animation is outstanding. It makes it feel like a Pixar movie. Like the way Luigi animates in the world around him, how he's freaking out about things around him, how the world animates around him, like every item is pick upable and movable. And I think those little details.
It's cool.
Yeah, I think the little details is what puts this game a little higher on my list as best visuals. And just obviously, Mario's look is always nice. So
yeah,
there's
they do
that
a good
one.
job there.
Yeah.
I agree. That's one I have not been able to dive into yet, and I'm so excited to. I want to. I've watched a lot of videos on it, though. I know what it definitely looks like. Okay, mine that I would like to add. I feel like there's too many. So recently I've been playing through Yoshi's Crafted World with my boy Lucas. He got that for his birthday. And I've started playing through that with him, and that game looks so awesome. So it's based on like a bunch of arts and craft type stuff in the world. And so a lot of like the characters are made out of yarn or thread or whatever it is. And they're all those, Yoshi or Mario kind of characters. They look awesome. They're adorable. The way that they do there's lots of cardboard, like houses are built out of cardboard, and then the camera angle will switch where you're going through the world a different direction, and the camera will flip, and then you'll see like the other side of the cardboard and what's behind it. And they do a really good job. Like every time these Yoshi games pick an aesthetic, like whether
Yeah.
it was Yarn Yoshi or whatever Clay Yoshi or whatever they are, like they
Yeah.
just always do such a good job making them look so authentic to whatever medium that they're choosing.
Yeah.
And this crafted look looks awesome. They did a great job with it.
It is really an excellent looking game. And to be honest, probably visually one of the most outstanding games on the Switch. Gameplay, agree. I don't know. Like, it's a Yoshi game, but
I mean, it's easy as can be. Yeah, but, honestly, it's been like fun. It's adorable. It's been fun to kind of like go through the worlds with my kid. There's never any like danger, I feel like, but I have fun with it.
Yeah. Here's another one that I'm going to just pull out of my butt randomly. I know you maybe not have seen
for
it
visuals.
For visuals, yeah. Take that visual. Just keep poop. Yeah, just keep that visual in your brain as I pour out The Tourist.
What? Don't say pour out. Gross. The Tourist. Okay.
The Tourist. Yeah. So this
explain
game,
yourself.
Now this game, you need to pull up a video real quick. It's gorgeous. It's amazing looking. It looks like Link's Awakening, but runs at 60 frames a second and is not dying every 2 seconds. It's like Minecraft and Link's Awakening had a baby and then made it really, really, really pretty. The lighting system on this thing, it runs excellently. It's done by the studio that did Fast RMX, so it's one of those games that just looks good on the Switch. Guys, if you haven't seen this, visually, this is an outstanding looking game, and it actually is supposed to be a really good indie game. Came in last second. I think it's just came out a couple weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago.
I know it's just recently. That's right. This was off my radar. I'm watching it right now. Holy cow, this looks amazing. So this definitely deserves to be there. I feel bad that I've totally missed this.
Me too. Yeah. So I saw this and I was like, dude, I need to put this on this list. So go check it out. I mean, honestly, you can see our list on Facebook. There's tons of amazing games on here, but that's one of them for sure.
Yeah. Oh boy. This is probably the next game I want to play.
Dude, I want to try
Tourist.
it out. Yeah.
What a weird game. Okay. It looks awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was
all right,
my
we got
second,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got one more I got to throw on here. I'm going to say, even though this was not, I have a hard time like saying, all right, so Dragon Quest XI is obviously one that I think is stunning and amazing. I feel like I've given it too much love, though. Is that a thing? I think I need to throw some love somewhere else.
Okay,
but like, this is where I'm going.
Okay,
this is where I'm going. So Astral Chain, like I said, it didn't win me over 100%. I think it's a neat game, but visually, it's got to be one of the best looking Switch games. It looks so good. Yeah. Like when I was playing through it, that opening scene is just like, what am I playing? This is on the Switch? It blew my mind because it has this like cool anime looking cutscene stuff, and then all of a sudden the gameplay, you're just thrown into it, and there's just like the particle effects, the lighting, just everything looks really, really good.
It does.
So I'm gonna say Astral Chain. I'm sorry, Dragon Quest XI. Yeah. You're my boy.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say Astral.
He's been voting for you almost every time. So
I'm like, I feel like I gotta move on.
It's really dude. Astral Chain, you can say whatever you want with the gameplay. If it doesn't work for you, that's fine. But like visually for a Switch game, oh my gosh, amazing stuff. Great work.
Amazing.
Yeah. So those are the choices. What are we cutting? What are we chopping on this thing? God, they're way too hard. They're all too hard.
Just because they all look so great. But let's cut. Oh man, I don't know, man. Let's cut.
I'm leaning towards Link's Awakening a little bit.
Just cut it?
A little, yeah.
Oh no, dude, that game looks
think so?
just.
It looks
that's
good.
the thing that I feel like that game has. Like
the
that's
best,
like the like that's what that game draws me in for is the way that it looks.
I just feel like it just doesn't run well, but I guess it's not about running well.
No, it's just purely about looking
visuals.
Dope.
Okay. Yeah, we'll keep it on then.
Because it's not best performance. Because like you're right, there's moments that you're just like, why is this chugging? I don't understand.
Yeah.
But that game looks like someone designed it, and it's on like this like board that someone made these little toys that just look amazing.
That's true.
I would say I'm thinking like Yoshi's Crafted World, even though that like that game looks
God,
amazing.
That game looks so good. I know, because when we talk about toys and things coming to life, I think Yoshi seems a little more real to life than Link's Awakening. Just the art style is more realized, but I don't know if I like it more. I don't know.
I definitely don't like the game more. Like
I just mean visually. I don't know if I like it more.
Oh, Devin, right now I'm pulling up a YouTube video. I'm just watching some Crafted World just kind of wet the whistle.
Reminisce.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, reminisce.
Oh, dude. The other thing about it too is there's a lot of like, obviously this gameplay, it's 3D, but gameplay is on a 2D plane and you're running left to right. But there's a lot of interaction with background and foreground objects.
That's true.
And that looks really cool. Also, Yoshi looks really cute with his little like cardboard little cars that he can ride in.
I think we're doing something here. That is,
what are we doing?
I think we're switching our brains here. I think I came in here thinking about something like, in my head, I thought Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm going with the listeners. I thought it was excellent. I want to get Ori off this list. I think Ori is an excellent looking game. Listen, I like it. But do I like it more than Link's Awakening? I don't know. No, because
I'm watching a video of Link's Awakening right now, and dude, this game is just freaking amazing. Like, it really looks great. They did an amazing job remaking this game and picking the art style that they did. Sometimes when I first saw this, I was a little disappointed because I was like, I feel like we've done this before, right? But no, this looks like one of those like claymation whatever Christmas films, you know?
Definitely. Okay, so here's let's kill Ori.
We're cutting. We're not only gonna cut it, we're gonna kill it.
We're gonna kill Ori. So let's kill Ori. Ori is beautiful. But again, it falls in old territory. I think Astral Chain, and I think maybe the Tourist, just because it's not popular enough. I feel like maybe we should. Well, are we down to 3? Well, we're almost down to 3.
No,
we're almost 3.
So, all right, let me take a look at some Luigi's Mansion. So, tell me, have you played this game? Have you been able to like dive into it yet?
I haven't yet, but from what I see, animation wise and things, visuals.
Oh, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's an excellent looking game.
We can't cut that game. This game, and it has, not only does it just look beautiful, but like you said, there's all these little like small things scattered throughout that are just charming. Like right now that I'm looking at a thing outside the window, there's these goofy looking birds. They're all being all goofy. It's hilarious. It's awesome. And then you walk by the curtains and it recognizes that he's there. There's a lot of physics. I think we're gonna cut
the Tourist looks beautiful.
But the Tourist looks beautiful, but the thing is like we've seen this pixelated style before. It's
Minecraft but better looking, and
it reminds me of kind of like Fez, but like
Fez better looking,
but better, you know,
or even Dragon Quest Builders but better looking. So I'm fine with cutting the Tourist.
Are you sure?
We put it out there. We let people go check it out. Right. I think that's fine. So we got 3. The number 1, the winner out of these 3 games. I don't know.
Dude, they're and the cool thing is all right, something to kind of commend Nintendo for. These are all first party titles. These are all put out by Nintendo. They know how to pick an art style that works so well on their hardware, and they do a great job. I think I'm leaning Link's Awakening. I think that is okay. I think the art style that for me out of those 3 I like. But which one are you leaning towards?
I was leaning towards Yoshi, but I keep heading on. I keep thinking about performance, which I shouldn't. So I'm going to go with Link's Awakening as number 1. And then,
and do you think that's better than Luigi's Mansion? Because I'm also like I'm having a hard time reconciling like not picking this, because like I wish I've played this game. I feel bad that I've kind of let this one slide by.
Yeah, you know what? I say let's go Luigi's Mansion. I think we don't give enough attention to animation. I think we need to try. We need to give some attention to animation. I agree. Let's do it. Okay. Luigi's Mansion number 3. Not number 3. Luigi's Mansion 3 is number 1. Runner up, Link's Awakening. Right after that, Yoshi's Crafted World. Woof. That was the hardest one.
That is a solid list. Like, especially when it's so hard to pick between those. Gosh. And man, that's the thing about Nintendo is like they have just some cool looking games and that you can't get anywhere else.
No.
I love it.
It's amazing.
So good.
Anyways, okay, number 5, best Xbox game. We are getting out of the Nintendo games. Let's get into this. Ooh. Nominations. My very first, Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, I knew
this
you were gonna
game
pick that.
is
The game looks amazing.
It's outstanding, visually amazing. What they added this game is way better than the old Resident Evil 2 game. I think the story is less wacky, like other Resident Evil games. A little more down to earth, feels like a Western movie rather than like a wacky Japanese, here's some short midget that's Napoleon kind of thing like Resident Evil 4. It's a little more down to earth except for the giant crocodile. But honestly, excellent game. I love that there's two sides of the coin. You can play two different characters, see their world, what's happening. Mr. X is amazing. This game is a game that came out way early this year, but it's still in my brain. Resident Evil 2, man, can't.
Cool. I
love it.
That's super commit. I agree. That's awesome.
Okay.
Mine I want to throw out is I think I'm going to go with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This game, as buggy as it can be and how terrible the Wookiees look. The Wookiees, like, what did they do to their hair? They look so weird. But they nailed so many other aspects of this game.
Yeah.
I haven't finished this game, but I am a good ways into it. And it is so fun. And it just pulls me in. The story just pulls me in. The gameplay is very... it's visceral. I feel very involved. Where a lot of old Star Wars games that I've played, I feel like there's no weight to the combat. Like this actually feels like there's importance to every swing of the lightsaber and every choice that you make. And I definitely think it's a fantastic game. So I would say, Jedi.
I agree. What I played, I really love. And to be honest, we haven't had a good Star Wars game since when? I don't even know.
Gosh,
forever, dude. Come on. So I'm very excited. I love it. I'm gonna, since it's Xbox, Gears 5 surprised me. Gears 5 was a good game. Dude, this game wasn't like, I care about the characters. When did I care about these meatheads? It's blowing my mind.
I used to be like, oh, I hate the Marcus Phoenix. This guy. But like, this is really cool. And I love that, like, after a couple hours into the game, like you play as, a female character, which is awesome. And she's so freaking BA, dude.
You get the visuals are beautiful. The storytelling is surprisingly good. And like the gameplay, if you love Gears games, obviously these are the guys that started the third person shooting gameplay. Still excellent, still amazing. They added a few features here and there, but a great game. So Gears 5, good job.
If we had an award of like best shooting a gun at a frozen lake and having the lake break up and enemies fall into, do we have that category? Are there other games that have...
Let me look real quick. While we do a little search.
Let's fact check that.
Nope,
looks like this is the only one. So
so you win. Good job, Gears 5.
This I found that game to be really neat. Dude, so my next one. Dang it, dude. The Outer Worlds.
Okay.
I'm going to say The Outer Worlds. Yeah. This game reminds me of an RPG of yesteryear.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it almost feels like a throwback in a way, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it does.
It's kind of
like in a nice way. It's very,
but in a good way.
To be back there. Yeah.
It's good. It reminds me of a good Bethesda RPG, and I think the interactions with the characters, the party members, flying your ship to these different planets, I think feels really good. I think that game was a very cool surprise, and the fact that we're going to be getting this game next year on the Switch will also be cool. So maybe we'll be talking about it next year for best port. We'll see.
Most likely. Apex Legends is going to be my last game, or is this my second game? It might be my second. Last. It's my last. Apex Legends, dude. This game surprised me. I hate Battle Royale unless it's Tetris. Yep. And boy, howdy, did I enjoy this one, because it plays in a way where you actually work with teams. And you can actually win by being good at combat, unlike other games we won't name that you have to be good at building things. Like the combat's excellent. Like it just feels right. It's very Titanfall-esque, less jumping movements and stuff. But it puts like battle royale in a good place for me, and I really enjoyed this game. It stands out for me. Put tons of hours into it, so digging it. Apex Legends.
Cool. I like it. For me, so I'm having a hard time with my last
Crackdown
one
3.
because, no, that game can die. Oh my gosh! Like, okay, so I've heard have you played Control at all?
Mm-mm.
Okay, like I've heard so many good things about the
Me
game.
too.
I feel bad that we're not including it, but again, that's one that we haven't gotten to. So
yeah, I love the developer. I'm a big fan of their stuff, like love Alan Wake, all that stuff. Yeah. But man, I just haven't gotten to it. Man, but the visuals, everything, like I love what they did. It's very Stanley Kubrick, the director that's like 2001 Space Odyssey, all that kind of stuff. I love the sterileness of the environments. It's really cool looking game. I've just heard some mixed stuff, so I'm kind of waiting
I'm with you. I've heard so many like great things, but then I've also heard the opposite. I feel it's very like divisive. Yeah. So I want to give it a shout out. I'm not going to pick it because I haven't played it, so I can't really give it too many props. The other one, so the other ones I'm kind of debating between are going to be Borderlands 3, which was our listener's choice, and then Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
Yeah.
Now, have you played Sekiro?
I played a little bit of it. I enjoyed it. I actually liked it better than the other Dark Souls games. I'm not a huge Dark Souls guy for the most part, but I think it was a really solid game. Like I really enjoyed it. There's nothing wrong, like as far as what it is as a game. It's an amazing game. So I would not be hating that idea at all. So.
Now, did you play Borderlands 3?
I didn't. I sadly missed this one. I love Borderlands 1, but I missed the second one, and I'm missing this one. Yeah, insane. Devin. But I love the first one. I played the devil out of that, but yeah.
So I played 3, and I'm having a hard time going to bat for it. Because I played 3, and I thought this was going to be, honestly, one of my game of the year. And I hate the writing in this game. I hate the characters. I hate the way that everything is like sarcastic and snarky, and it's just almost like Borderlands. It's borderline annoying. Like I really, so sometimes like I found myself just flip the volume all the way down and play the game because the gameplay was really fun. But I'm kind of mad at that game, and Ben, that was our listener's choice. So hopefully not everybody rails me for this, but I think we should go with, I don't know, dude, Sekiro. You played it. I don't really like Borderlands, so I'm having a hard time.
So let's just put,
you know what? I'm going to opt out and not pick one. How about that?
Really? Oh.
Yeah. We're going to just move on, and then we have 5.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I've already started eliminating.
I don't cut it out. Yep. Okay. Okay, so Apex Legends, I feel is okay. I'm okay to drop that.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I loved it, but I don't.
The way that they surprise dropped it and be like, and it's out now, and the gameplay was fantastic, and the pinging system where you could ping objects and areas and weapons without ever having to plug in a mic and still be able to communicate was, I think, genius.
Brilliant. I think the only problem is they stuck the landing at the beginning and then they faltered a little bit. I think they're getting themselves out of a hole right now.
Yeah, and I think they're finding their footing.
They're getting there, but okay,
I agree. Okay, we're taking off Apex. Apex is gone.
Good
job, Apex.
So we need one more gone.
I feel like we need to cut. I like Gears, and I really enjoyed Gears, but it honestly just felt like more Gears, even though it had like an open world part of it, but it felt kind of empty. I would say, as much as I love that game, I don't feel like it was a big standout.
Yes. Best exclusive for the Xbox, for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, it was against Crackdown 3, so there wasn't much there. But Gears 5 was good.
There hasn't been very many.
Yeah. Okay, so the top 3, we got Resident Evil 2, The Outer Worlds, and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. What are you thinking?
That's a good list.
That's a good list.
I mean, like, for me, it's going to be Star Wars, but I know that you're very passionate about Resident Evil 2, and I don't think you're not the only one.
Yeah, I don't think I'll move on that one, just because I love that we have a good Star Wars game. I don't love that it's not working properly. and I agree. It's really bumming out some people that are playing the game. I think personally Resident Evil 2 is a game that stayed in people's minds throughout an entire year. That means that game is amazing.
It really did stand the test of time.
Yeah. And in my opinion, one of the best Resident Evil games ever made. Might even be better than 4. So
Shoot.
that's a thing. It's hard to beat that for me. So
I agree. So I think I'm with you, and I support because again, I don't like spooky games, scary games.
Yeah.
But I've watched a lot of Let's Plays and stuff on this game because I've been so just intrigued, and I love Resident Evil 4. That is up there with one of my favorite games of all time.
Yep.
And I've watched this, and it really is amazing. The way that it looks, the way that it plays, they did an amazing job. Now, it's kind of hard to say, like, 'cause this is technically a remake. This isn't a brand new game.
I just think it's enough of a remake that it's not
correct. I'm with you. I feel like they've done enough to it to make it feel modern and new, and so I agree. I think we should put that first. Now, all right. So another game I want to throw out there. This is just one I thought about, and I don't know if we want to consider it because of the situation. I'll explain. Monster Hunter World.
Oh yeah,
one of my favorite games. It's amazing. But Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Yes.
Now I know this was an expansion.
Yep.
And so that's why I don't think we can include it. But I want to throw it out because honestly, it feels like a whole nother game on top of Monster Hunter World, and that game is just amazing. And Iceborne takes it to a whole nother level and is fantastic. So I don't.
It's really good.
We don't really have a category for that.
It looks good. But yeah, like you said, expansion is the only reason I didn't put it on the list. Although I know other gaming outlets have. So I almost did because it's a remake with Resident Evil 2. But but it's the same game.
But it's the same game, just with additional stuff. And I just want to throw it out there as far as a mention. But I'm going to say Resident Evil 2 is going to be our Xbox game of choice.
Yeah, I'm down with that. And follow-ups, I think Jedi, Fallen Order, and then Outer Worlds right after that, I think. Yeah.
It's fantastic. Oh, and not to mention, so like this is Xbox that we're talking about.
Yeah.
And Outer Worlds was a Game Pass game.
Yes.
Like, dude, how fitting. Like, it was a Xbox Game Pass game. I already had it. Didn't have to go buy that game. I just got to download it, start playing it. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was so good. So, that was one of the best. That was like, oh, I love this. I love Game Pass now. This is amazing. That and playing Gears 5, dude. I was like, this is so cool. I get to play these games for like $10.
I know.
So
it's awesome.
What's kind of combined PS4? Because PS4 didn't have a great year either. What's kind of
correct?
So basically, it's going to be a very similar list, except there's only one game, maybe two, that I would mention. Death Stranding and Concrete Genie, really. You can mention Dreams, but I don't think that's kind of my...
Nah. I'm good. Well, and technically, isn't that in like
beta?
A beta?
Yeah,
it's not technically released yet.
Yeah. So, and this one, the winner from our Nintendo Nintendo Show listeners was Fallen Order. So for me, does Death Stranding or Concrete Genie, are these going to like kick any of the games that we just announced out of the ballpark? Have you played Death Stranding?
I think Concrete Genie seems neat. Like it looks really cool, but honestly, I don't know if I would want to spend too much time in that game. No. And I've been really hard on Death Stranding, like making fun of it.
Yeah.
But I've like, for some reason, it is still so intriguing.
Yeah.
And really just like, for some reason I get pulled into just watching people play it.
Yeah.
And so like, I don't know if I can say it's the best game, but it is very intriguing. Like as much as I want to hate it, it kind of pulls me in for some reason. But I don't think I can.
I think we could maybe put it on a third.
That.
Yeah, I can't either. But I would be fine with putting on a top 3 maybe, just because it's so intriguing to some people and so hated. It's just such a conversation starter. But it's there. It's there. PlayStation and also Xbox, not the best years for exclusives, sadly.
Well, it's also coming to the end
yeah.
Of their console generation. And next year's going to be real interesting and neat to see kind of what comes with the new consoles. But
yeah. So we're going to stay the same, basically, mostly.
Yeah. Maybe we should combine these. Maybe we should be like best other platform game.
Yeah, other platform game.
Yeah, best Xbox/PS4 game.
So same list. And Resident Evil 2, Outer Worlds, and then I say we just Death Stranding.
Yeah, and then honorable mention, like we acknowledge you're a real thing. It's cool that it actually came out. Let's do that. I think we should combine them because the lists are so similar.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I'm down with that. Similar thing, y'all.
You guys get
Sorry.
to witness this magic
happening blossoming right before your eyes.
Yeah, you get to witness it with us. You're part of this process. I like it.
Yep.
Now, do we have a Google Stadia Game of the Year?
We sure do. Tomb Raider. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, we'll talk about that another time.
We will. The when asks, what console do you prefer? Xbox One or PlayStation 4? Just a quick answer, Trev. What do we got? Right off the nose, man. What are you feeling?
Start of the console generation, I would have said PS4, but I've gone very much back to Xbox again. Okay. It comes down to Game Pass for me. It comes down to a lot of the games that I can play on Xbox I can just download on my PC. Yep. So we have multiple Xboxes in the house, and it's really easy to share our games.
Yeah,
for me, and plus, I feel like Microsoft has turned that company around from the start of this generation, and they seem so consumer friendly. They seem so focused to do and deliver what the fans want. Phil Spencer, I think, is an amazing leader for them right now, and their whole play anywhere, play with friends, they just seem so open, and that's why I've really leaned towards Xbox, even though PS4 has better exclusives. I think I'm leaning Xbox on this one. What about you?
I think I lean PS4 most of the generation. However, I really am enjoying Game Pass and what Xbox has done. I think Xbox is a good end of the cycle thing, like you said, because we're getting to the point where the platform exclusives aren't really happening as much on the PlayStation 4 side, especially this year. We're seeing it. So it's coming to the point where it's what's the better console? And Xbox, I think, is the better console. It has the better controller. It has the better visuals when you have the X. I think as a console, Xbox is better. As an exclusive machine, especially if you're into single-player exclusives like I am, like storytelling single-player games, PlayStation 4 is hard to beat. And obviously, a lot of people agree 100 freaking million consoles sold. Yeah.
I know. It's done so well.
So it's a mixed bag.
That's a good little question. I like that.
Yeah. Number 7, the best Switch game of 2019. Trevor, what are we going, man? This is our field. This is our house.
Yeah. Gotta represent.
All right,
am I going first?
Yeah, man, go for it.
All right, I'm going to say Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm going to throw that one into the ring. I choose you, Pikachu. Let's do this.
The listener's choice was Pokemon Sword and Shield, man. They loved that
you,
game.
Listeners.
Dude, you were with them on every single one so far. That's pretty good.
What that means is I'm a sheep.
No, dude, usually I'm the sheep. I feel indie now. I feel right over here. No, just kidding.
Yeah, dude, you're... All right, hipster. What are you going to pick?
Let's be real hipster about this. And Fire Emblem Three Houses. I like that you already clicked it before.
I already clicked it because I knew that's what you're going to pick. And I'm glad you did because, we have not talked about that game yet.
I know. That's amazing, actually.
This whole deliberation. Why have we... Well, I mean, this is what this... This is the category that I think it fits in. All right. I would say mine will be... Hey, first of all, I take umbrance, Devin.
I take umbrance, everyone. Watch out.
So last podcast, I was listening to you in Mexico, and you guys were dissing on Ring Fit Adventure.
I wasn't dissing. Mexico was dissing.
Boy. Okay,
I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I want to be on that Ring Fit Adventure. I put it on my Christmas list, sir.
Right?
So no umbrage over here.
Okay. No
umbrage that Mexico.
I'll bring it up with him because when I heard some hate thrown at Ring Fit, I was like, wait a minute. I've been watching this game, and again, like you, I hope I get this for Christmas because I love the idea of this. Yeah. And people have said really good things about it being a cool exercise tool. Yeah. And that not only that, but it's really fun and it's really accurate in its tracking. Yep. I freaking love that idea. Anyways, I'm not gonna pick it.
I'm glad you chose it. So let's click that one. No, just kidding.
No,
I
just
take
wanna,
umbrage, sir, that you did not choose it. Just kidding.
Here we go. Okay, I'm going to say Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah. Amazing choice, as we have
Awesome.
said several times over.
Yeah,
Music,
I feel like we to the
art
point we don't
style,
even have to.
we have some problems here. Okay, man. Oh, man.
What's your next one?
Super Mario Maker 2. This guy got screwed over this year.
What?
I'm sorry. He got screwed over this year. This
really
game
did.
is a good freaking game. If you love Super Mario Maker games, you're going to love this game. I love this game.
It's good.
They
You're right.
have Zelda in it now, or Link in it now. Come on.
You know what? That is really cool. That's cool.
And it
that they
changes
threw
the
Link in there.
gameplay.
It does.
Changes
and he
the
can
gameplay.
like can't he like throw stuff like diagonally and stuff too?
Yeah,
Like
he's
shoot or whatever?
got bows, he's got bombs. Like, it makes it more of a combat game now. Dude, Super Mario Maker 2,
You know, when we're
stuff.
talking about like, hey, they haven't added anything.
Yeah, it's never
and
going to
then they add
change, and we were
something.
morons. Yeah, and they added it the day after. Yeah.
Hey,
We knew
you
we
guys
were
are
wrong.
welcome. We made them do They heard our podcast and they're like,
Yeah.
oh shoot. And then in one day they turned
They
around
fixed it.
and
Yeah.
threw Link in. It was great.
Just one of
okay.
those easy fixes. Bada bing, bada
All right,
boom.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
I respect that. I am going to. So this is now we're going to be our last couple that we're going to
last
choose.
two. Yeah.
Oh, this is hard. I'm going to say it's going to be Dragon Quest for me. Dragon
Okay.
Quest 11
Yeah.
S. Elusive, something of an elusive age,
That's the
definitive
age.
edition.
That's the time.
Hashtag get your Dragon Age done.
Yeah, dude. For sure. It looks
Okay,
good.
what's your last
it looks
one?
Good. It looks good.
Devin,
I'm going to
screw
go.
this up.
But I'm going to go. This is hard, Trev. This is
It
hard
is.
because I didn't play the game that I want to say. I want
What
to
do you
say
wanna
Luigi's
say?
Mansion 3. I want to
but-
say it.
But we can't definitively talk about it.
I'm going to put it on there because Link's Awakening is a remake. And that one's a literal remake for the most part.
It
There wasn't
really is,
enough
like-
there wasn't enough changes in that game for me to be like, yeah. You know, they fixed some things, but it wasn't like Wind Waker where they're changing the whole freaking finding the Triforces around and making the cell faster, you know?
Yeah, I guess that's a
wasn't
good point.
It wasn't a complete remake. Link's Awakening, up there, y'all. It's up there, but it's just not. We talked about it enough. You get it. Let's go.
All right. Okay, I got Luigi's Mansion 3 on there. Now,
right.
a couple that we didn't mention real
Yep.
quick, just Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Excellent.
I had a lot of fun with that game. That was awesome,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
don't think it hangs.
Yep.
Astral Chain, Ring Fit Adventure, Daemon X Machina can die.
Yeah, that should be deleted. Sorry about
Oh,
that. We
that's
just
so
put
bad.
that on there because it was a Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah, Yoshi's Crafted World. That's another one I thought was, I think visually for that visual catery was cool, but I
Yeah.
don't think gameplay or best game wise. We had Tetris 99, Little
Dude.
Town Hero
Yeah.
was on the list. So some really cool games. Oh,
Yeah.
Super Mario Party, but a great no.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Okay.
This is what we got so far. We got Fire Emblem, Three
Yes.
Houses, Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Mhm.
We have Luigi's Mansion 3, Cadence of Hyrule,
Yep.
Dragon Quest 11.
And Super Mario Maker 2. I don't
Oh,
know if
Super
you
Mario.
said that.
Sorry. I
Again,
tried
being
to skip
forgotten.
it so we could cut it.
Again, being forgotten. Never forget.
That's my goal.
Hashtag never forget.
Oh, this is a never forget situation.
This is a never
Okay.
forget situation. He is there. Mario lives.
All right. Well, now that Super Mario Maker is on it, I say we cut it.
I think that's a good idea. Now, Fire
Okay.
Emblem Three Houses the winner. No, just kidding.
Oh, shoot.
Dude, it must.
Okay.
It must. It
Well,
must.
I don't think, let's get to that in a minute because
Okay, okay.
I think
I'm
this is
sorry.
where we're going to
Get
have to
ahead
throw
of
down.
myself. Yeah, get ahead of myself.
Um,
Luigi's Mansion 3.
Yeah,
Probably have
we
to
cut
cut it.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
As much as I've seen great things,
Yeah.
people played it, say awesome things. I can't
Definitively say anything to it.
I can't say that this is
Yeah.
going to be a top game because I have not played it.
I'm
So
with
I'm
you.
sorry for
Yep.
those Luigi Mansion fans. We can't represent you.
Can't
And
represent today.
For this reason, you are the weakest link.
You are the bye. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, that lady. Okay.
So we're down to
Ugh.
4. Oh,
For
good
Fire Emblem,
Satan.
Pokemon, Cadence of Hyrule, Dragon Quest 11, I say we cut Cadence of Hyrule as much as I.
Really? Okay.
Oh no, I don't. Oh freak, dude.
Better than
Okay.
Pokemon Sword and Shield. Cadence of Hyrule.
Did you say Pokemon?
Yeah, it is a Pokemon. Listen, I love
All
Pokemon
right.
Sword and Shield. It was fun. It was cute. I'm going to change all the listeners' choice because, baby, Cadence of Hyrule, I think, is a better game. It's more fun. It's more fun to play. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. I'm actually thinking about my memories.
Devin?
Thinking about memories. We might have to get rid of Cadence.
Oh, but Cadence is so good. What if we get rid of Dragon Quest? Because
That's fine.
technically, it's not a brand new game.
Yep.
Technically, it came out.
It's a little old school. It's a little
old.
Yeah.
It came out. It's a great remake. We've given it some props. I've talked about it almost every category.
It's won a lot of awards. Yeah.
We've thrown the love to our boy Dragon Quest.
Let's get rid of it.
Boy Dragon Quest.
I think it's a great idea. Let's cut it. Let's cut this thing.
Oh, but I have a hard time doing that. Hey,
listen,
I can't do it
because I've never played it. Yeah,
cut it for me.
Let me go to this
I don't
Google
know if
Docs.
I can.
Oops, I missed it. One sec. Go into the Google Docs.
Is that a sign?
Google Docs. No, it isn't. There it is. It's dead now.
All right. Cool.
Goodbye.
At least I didn't do it. You did it.
No, I did it. It was my fault.
I feel better. I did not hit that delete key.
No, you
Okay.
did not commit any homicide. Only I did. Thank you, sir, for that.
Murderer. All right.
Fire
So
Emblem,
we
Pokemon,
have hit our
and
top
Cadence
three.
of the Hyrule. Yeah.
All right. That's a pretty good list,
It's a
dude.
good list. Cadence of Hyrule, I think, is number 3.
I agree. I think
Okay.
that, well, again, we're not
Sorry.
listing 3.
Runner up.
Runner up.
But we all know what this means. It's number 3. Now, Fire Emblem 3 Houses or Pokemon Sword and Shield. We are two houses divided. What's your heart saying, Trev?
Oh, my heart? Okay, here we go. Are you ready for my heart, Devin?
Follow it, man. Follow that.
Okay,
sweet,
I'm going to preach from the mountaintops here.
All right, you give it to me. What is it?
And I, Trevor Payne, firmly declare
Here it is.
Fire Emblem 3 Houses is our game of the year.
Woo!
Do you agree with me, Devin?
I agree with you, sir. Fire Emblem 3 Houses is an excellent game. If
Best
you haven't
Switch
played
game
it,
of the year.
Yes, if you haven't played it, play it. It is one of the best games on the Switch. It might be number 3. It might be number 3. Listen, it is up there with Breath of the Wild. It is up there with Mario Odyssey. It is so good. Please check it out. Like, I understand it is not the game that everyone plays. It's a very strange, it's anime. It's got the whole strategy aspect that a lot of people are turned off by. But guys, it's really good. Please check it out.
But it's so good, and it's something different that we don't get a lot of.
Yeah.
And like you said, the storytelling is, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's engrossing.
Yeah.
You want to learn about each of these characters that you're in contact with.
Yeah.
It really is fantastic. I love that game. I had so much fun with it this year.
Yeah.
I also love Pokemon Sword and Shield. I think I've gushed about that on this podcast over and over. It is a phenomenal game. I think I picked it as our
as
Facebook, but the more that I think about it, like, I mean, it's another Pokemon game. It's really not that different.
Yeah.
Fire Emblem, yes, is another Fire Emblem game. Yeah. So it's kind of, it's hard to say that, but like, I feel like story-wise is so good.
And it changed more than Pokemon did. It grew,
it really did.
It grew
It really
a lot more than that game did. Yes, the open world was cool, but what they did with Fire Emblem was like a completely, like, they personified that game, like the game Persona. They made Persona in that game with the strategy elements, and man, did it work. Peanut butter and jelly time. Those just worked together. It was beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, I support that. So,
right.
We got, again, Fire Emblem 3 Houses is our best Switch game of the year.
Yes.
With runners-up Pokemon Sword and Shield and crap. Cadence of Hyrule.
Number 3.
Solid list. Great year.
We've been going for like an hour and 40 minutes, so we're going to go fast. Best overall game of the year. This is it. 2019. We have mentioned almost every game on the list now, But this is every console, guys. This is everything. This is the coot and this is the boodle. The coot and padoodle? The coot and padoodle? What's the word that I'm doing? With the coot and caboodle? What's the boodle?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Devin. I love where you're going. I like the excitement.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'm too excited. I'm losing words. So let's get into it.
All right. And again, we've talked about these games, so we're not going to dive in a bunch of detail. We're just going to say the names.
Say them.
Okay, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say Star Wars.
Star Wars
Jedi
Fallen Order. Beautiful. I am going to go next with Resident Evil 2. Woo! Let the battles begin.
Oh, all right, boy. Trev. I am going to pick Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Beautiful. I am going to rebuttal with Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Dill, I support that. And then my last one. Oh man, my last one. I don't know, dude. I hate this. Okay. Why do we have to do this? Why did we even choose to do this?
It was a bad choice. This ain't happening next year. It's too much drama. It's too hard.
It hurts my soul. Okay, I am going to say The Outer Worlds.
Outer Worlds, beautiful. Okay, and I am going to do...
Last one, Dev.
Oh, God. I got to make this good. I got to please the people. Mm-hmm. And I don't really care because it's our list. I'm going to say Super Mario Maker 2. That's what it is.
Gosh dang it. Okay.
Sorry, man. I love that game. Gears 5 was in my brain there too. It was
okay. That's cool.
But that's about it.
I want to say too, our listener's choice tied with Borderlands 3 and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yep. Some big Borderlands 3 fans out there on this Nintendo podcast.
Dude.
Where are you guys coming from, huh?
That's awesome. And maybe they'll bring 3 to Switch one day. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. So
we'll have to see. But for our list, I feel bad that I've dissed Borderlands so much, but I really was disappointed.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay. Let's start cutting. Okay. I say we cut Mario Maker 2.
I'm down with that. You're dead.
Okay.
Outer Worlds needs to be gone. I like Outer Worlds, but I don't think it's better than the ones that we got here.
I concur. Okay, that is removed. We are down to Star Wars, Fire Emblem, Pokemon, and Resident Evil 2.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is going to be heartbreaking.
So
listen, we already said Fire Emblem is better than Pokemon Sword and Shield.
So I was going to go there as well.
Okay, so
there we go.
All right.
Bye, Pokemon. I have a hard time doing that, Devin. I don't like that at all.
I understand now. I understand what we did was wrong, and I want everyone to know that Trev deleted the Pokemon Sword and Shield. It wasn't me. He did the bad thing.
I was in love with it, and I had to take it out to pasture and put it out of its misery.
He's gone to the farm now. Little Pikachu's gone to the farm.
Oh man, don't say that. I got to put it back on. I could never do that to Pikachu.
All right.
Okay. Dude, I'm with you. I think this is a solid list.
Okay.
We have these are going to be our top 3: Star Wars, Resident Evil, and Fire Emblem.
Now, this is the hard part. So we said on the last list that Resident Evil is better than Star Wars. So I think we're stuck here.
Oh my gosh, are we getting into that?
I'm just saying, if we are going to be consistent, are we following our heart, or are we going to be consistent here? That's I understand.
You know what? I gave in to letting you have Resident Evil for Xbox/PS4 Game of the Year. So I conceded. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I let you have. Just kidding. It's fine. But so are you okay? Are you saying, good sir?
Yes.
Are you saying in good faith?
In good faith, sir.
That Resident Evil 2,
good faith. Yes,
the remake, remake of an old game,
is the best game this year.
And we're okay.
Is really almost. Is it better than Fire Emblem 3 Houses? I don't know.
Very different games.
But better than Fallen Order? Yes, I think it's better than Fallen Order.
That game, Jedi Fallen Order, the story is so engrossing, dude. And it sucks you in. And the animation of when they're talking, you feel like you're watching a Star Wars show. It is so good.
I know. Hey, I know it's good. But Resident Evil 2 has all those same things, but it has better gameplay. And I think so. In my opinion, I think Fallen Order is a great game, but I think the next Star Wars game that comes out from these guys will be better than Fallen Order and might
It will
compete for
I
Resident
think
Evil
so.
2. I think there's just too much baggage with this guy. It's grabbing from everyone else. It's stealing from everyone and not being the best of anything. It's a culmination of everything and not the best of anything. So it has to be third.
Devin, why do you have to say these things? Because you're right.
I know.
You're right.
I'm sorry. I have to. I gotta stick. I know. Listen, I don't want to be right.
Okay.
I love Star Wars.
Fine. Then the honorable mention definitely will be Star Wars. So that will be one of those.
Okay.
So now we're down to Fire Emblem and Resident Evil. And I am saying Fire Emblem for sure.
And I think I'm going to be with you on this because we can both definitively say that we played Fire Emblem Three Houses. We are a Nintendo podcast. And what are we doing if we're throwing under the sweet, sweet nectar that is Nintendo into something? I lost my train of thought. All
Preach
I know
it, dude. What
is
just
that
go
this
with
is the,
it.
this is the succulent stuff. This is the good stuff. Like I said, the third best Nintendo Switch game. You can put that to the bank. You can take it to the bank of all time. Number 3. So if Resident Evil 2 is good, it's probably one of the best Resident Evil games. But Fire Emblem Three Houses, probably the best Fire Emblem game. So I'm gonna go with it, man. Since we both know it, let's go for it.
Okay, Devin, can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah!
Can I get a amen?
Amen! No, seriously.
Let's preach it.
We did it.
It is going to be Fire Emblem Three Houses is our best overall game of 2019.
Yay!
On any system. I agree. It is Fire Emblem. This game is phenomenal. It's amazing to play at home. It's amazing to play on the go. It's amazing to play in small little snippets or binge it. This game is amazing.
Yep. Game Awards, you missed one. And that's the one you missed. Fire Emblem Three Houses, Resident Evil 2, honorable mention. And what was our last one? Was
Star
Jedi Fallen Order. So y'all,
yes, sir.
Go out there. Get those games. What are you doing with your life? This is excellent stuff. That's it, man. That was
many.
It. Last question. Mad Dash Pass asks, who did it better this year? PS4, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch? Letter grades for each, please. Love you guys. Mad Dash Pass. So PS4, the grade for PS4 altogether this year.
For this year? I would say it was. I mean, I feel like it was coasting. I would say hey, it's getting C's.
C, yeah.
It's hey, there's some good games on here. It's C's. They're just coasting till they graduate and then they're gonna move on. Yeah,
Xbox, a little higher. Barely.
I don't think game-wise. I think it's hard to say game-wise, but I would say company-wise and their focus going forward. Yeah. And I am so on board with what they are wanting for the Xbox brand. I'm going to say it's a B. I think it's got to be a little better.
Yeah, I think it's if we're saying C for PlayStation, I'd say a B minus, maybe a C plus, but I do agree.
I like that. No. Let's do C plus.
Okay. And then finally, Nintendo Switch this year. Just reading off the exclusives alone, God, this is a good year for Switch.
And honestly, it's crazy that this is such a good year, and yet they don't have a Mario or a Metroid or
Trevor. Trevor.
I know.
Let's never forget Mario Maker 2. I've had it. No, I've had it up to here. We'll have to change this game of the year.
Let's start over.
Turn around this ship. No, just kidding. No, but honestly, like you said, these weren't the heavy hitters. This wasn't Zelda's big guy. This was Mario's big guy in here. We didn't even have Smash or Mario Kart this year. We had all the lower guys, but man, did they come to play. It was a great year. I would say a B plus, maybe an A minus.
I'm saying good. B.
Okay.
So let's meet in the middle. Let's say B plus then.
Okay, B plus. Beautiful.
I think B is amazing. There's nothing that was Breath of the Wild, holy shit.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Changed the world, but there were so many great games. They have really just became the indie machine and have embraced indies, and that makes also because it means every week a new awesome game is coming out.
Isn't
And
it? Yeah, it's amazing.
this year they released the Switch Lite, which is my preferred way to play my Switch
dude,
now.
I'm loving that stupid console.
Are you as well?
I'm loving that.
Isn't
stupid
it awesome?
Console. It's so great.
And it's just beautiful. I love it.
And it's been good.
I feel like it's been a really good year for Nintendo. It's been fun. It's still kind of my preferred system of choice right now.
For sure, man. Having a little burpsies, a little heartburns. You feeling the bosom burn right now? Because it's
dude.
Because I'm feeling
my bosom's on fire.
Dudes, ladies, all of y'all, thank you for listening to the Nintendo Show. Go to podcast@nintendoshow.com to leave your comments on your or go to our Facebook group as well. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, and you can rate, comment, and follow us and share. That does help out a lot. Thank you guys so much for that.
It does.
Next week is a special musical kind of extravaganza where we take the game music from 2019 and we pick our best and we just listen to those songs. And it will be really fun. So Trev will pick 5 songs that he likes. I'll do 5 that I like. And you, the audience, will give us 5 songs on our Facebook group, or you can write them in and we'll just jam out, man. It's going to be a fun episode.
A music extravaganza. This is going to be like the Warped Tour of video game music.
Yeah.
We got different stages. They're playing different stuff. There was so much good music this year. I'm excited for everybody to get an opportunity to listen to it because you know what? There's been some great music out there. Holy moly. It's going to be fun.
Yep.
I just want to say thank you, everybody, for listening. For reals. Devin and I love this so much. We love getting together and talking video games. And like Devin said, please share with others. Let's help us grow. Help us, get more people to listen to this goodness. We love you all.